what time it is. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tony versus the World. I'm your humble and gracious host, Tony, and we're going to do something great as we usually do. Guess what? On a past episode, one of the ones that you guys like the most, I took you guys to Sophoan Rath, Cambodia. And now this time, we're going to stay in Cambodia and we're going to go to one of the big attractions there. We're going to Angkor Wat, one of the huge temples that's been there for hundreds of years. So what I found out is that there's actually literally hundreds of temples in the whole complex of Angkor Wat, but we're going to focus on this particular one. It's crazy because I actually have footage of a lot of the temples there, but you're probably going to be more interested in this one than the other ones. I'm going to show you guys the other ones too later on if you want to check it out. So guess what? Without further ado, we're going to jump into this video because I know you guys are going to like it. Let's go.
I never wake up early on vacation, but for this one I had to. I think I got up around 3 a.m. to come to Angkor Wat just to see the sunrise over the temples. It was a crazy sight to see, but guess what? I had to do it. Walking through the entrance and seeing those big statues when you first come in, it was hard not to think that some of this stuff has been here for hundreds of years and it's still here. That's insane. So when you come to Angkor Wat, there's a big outer ring of temples before you actually get to the main temple in the middle. And just seeing all of this, I thought this was the main thing, but I haven't even saw anything yet. The main temple was where everybody was going. And one thing about me, when I travel, I like to go out on my own, read the information for myself, and find out things that I never knew just on my own. But in certain places, you definitely need a guide. You definitely need some people to tell you some of the history of things that you probably never would have seen. So this time I chose a company from all the reviews that I've been reading. A company that specializes in taking people to different spots in Cambodia, specifically Angkor Wat. I want to leave a link in the description box for this particular company so you guys can find them. They were great. Everybody spoke English and everything was great. So please feel free to reach out to these guys if you need to. So one of the first things that the tour guide told me, even before I got to Cambodia, was that it's going to be hot. Oh man, and boy was it. So when you first walk into the main temple, all you can see all over the walls, the ceiling is just hand-carved art of all types of statues and everything that the people believed in during the time that the temple was built. It's insane to look that each one of these things was touched by somebody's hand all throughout all of these walls so many years ago. As you walk through different spaces in the temple, you can actually see the outside garden and all the little wildlife that's out there. There's a really steep walk to get up to all the big spires at the very top. But this is how you see the inside of the temple and where the monks actually come to pray. In the same section inside the temple, this is where they leave candles and incense and just spaces for people to pray whenever they want. Looking out from the inside of the tower, you can see how big this place actually is. walked further in, we could hear the monks praying, and there was actually some monks praying over people that were walking through the temple. So of course, I need all the blessings I can get. Afterwards, the monks ask for whatever donation you could possibly give, and this leads you into a big open space before you actually get to leave the temple. And also, outside, this is what you see. I'm not gonna say that they're harmless. They're everywhere. You just gotta watch out for yourself, because they will take your food. So leaving Angkor Wat, there's so many other things to see once you leave. There's so many other random temples. There's so many other big temples. The whole area is just a holy ground, and this is just another one that I ran across. One thing I learned when I came to see Angkor Wat is that there's actually 1,000 temples in this whole big complex. There's Angkor Thom, there's Pha Thom, there's Bayon Temple, and I actually got to see them all, but this video is just specifically for Angkor Wat. So here it is. I hope you guys like it.
Okay, now for the folks that have actually been to Angkor Wat before, like I said, there's hundreds and hundreds of temples there. You already know that there's one particular temple that everybody has to go to. It's called Angkor Thom. Angkor Thom is actually, I'm pretty sure you've probably seen this temple before, you just didn't know that you've seen it before. This temple was actually featured in a movie with Angelina Jolie called Tomb Raider. Yes, I was there. It's the one with the big tree that's twisted all over the place and into the building. It looks super cool. You really got to see it. So I'm going to put a picture up here of me there. That place, you got to see it. Those trees are all over the place. And what the locals are telling me is that it's funny because the trees look so beautiful how they keep growing, and they're growing around the structures, but it's actually destroying the temple. So it's kind of like a catch-22. You want the tree to keep growing and keep living and keep making this like beautiful sculpture, but at the same time, it's destroying the temple. So, I mean, it's kind of like, well, what do you do here? So what they've been doing is just letting the tree grow, and in some cases rebuilding half of the temple, in some cases just letting it just grow wild. But either way, it looks great. One of the places that you got to visit. I hope you guys enjoyed the video that I did, and I have videos of Angkor Thom. If you guys want to see that, obviously shoot me a comment, just let me know. I'll put one up for you, because trust me, I have a lot of footage of all of these places. In any event, you guys stay safe. All you global citizens, come back next time, because I know you like this stuff just like I like it. I got a whole bunch more planned for you guys, so stick with me, and here we go.